and welcome to Yellow Rose Rising. I'm Elizabeth. I am a homeschool mom of 4, and we've been homeschooling for about 5 years now. I just wanted to start this channel so we could build a community with like-minded mamas who love homeschooling or who want encouragement in homeschooling or who are new to homeschooling. So if you're a seasoned veteran or just a newbie, this page is for you. There will be something for everyone on that. We're also going to go over homesteading, which I'm still sort of new to, so it's a learning curve, it's a journey, and homemaking. So if any of those sound good, stick around. There'll be something to encourage or inspire or make you laugh, because sometimes that's all you can do, and that's okay. But anyways, this video is actually more for the new homeschool mama. If you're wondering where to get started, what to do, I've got you. So the first step is to find out the homeschool laws in your state. You can go to hldsa.org and they will tell you what you need to do for every state. So for example, we are originally from Washington, and there they had 12 required subjects. They also have, if you are didn't have 48 college credits, you had to take a course to certify you to educate your own children, which is a red flag, but that's okay. Anyways, we now live in a different state, and it's a lot easier to homeschool here. But I actually do encourage the homeschool course. The lady I took it from was a homeschool mom herself, and she was fantastic. I actually still talk to her and email her, and I share when she has her own courses. So if you're interested in that, drop a comment and I will send you to her, because even if you're not from Washington, she's still great, and she helps me troubleshoot and think outside the box sometimes. So anyways, that's where you're gonna wanna start. Then you're probably gonna have to withdraw your child if you have already had them in a public school at any point in time. So you can usually get that from the letter. HLDSA usually has their own, or you can get one from the school district. I would recommend either going in, having it stamped and getting a copy that they have received it, or faxing it so you have a copy and then asking for a confirmation. And just keep those for your records. Then, so you've done that, next thing would be to plan your year. So I do this with any of my friends who are even thinking about homeschooling. I print them off a mission statement paper. So what we do is we sit down, we'll drink a cup of coffee, it's necessary, and we'll just get down to it. So without any further ado, your first question you should ask yourself is, what do I want my kids to get from their education? Now, I do this page every year because every year it's going to be different. So education and school are not the same thing, and we really need to work on rewiring our brains to understand that, especially if you went to a public school or you just think that that's the normal. It's not how everybody learns. We don't all learn at the same pace, and just because you're the same age does not mean you are on the same level, just so you know. So what do I want my kids to get out of their education? You can have one of these for each kid. You can just go through and write it down. You can take as long as you need to on that. The next one that I encourage you writing down is your child's learning style. So why is that important? Because if you are teaching a visual learner and you are only, just reading it to them or having them read it to themselves, they are not going to get it. It's not going to soak in. Or you have a hands-on learning, a kinesthetic learner, and you're just telling them what to do instead of showing them or having them do it. That's not going to soak in for them. So it's important to know your kids' learning styles so that you can help them succeed. Then I recommend writing down your top priorities. Now, for each kid, each year it's going to be different, of course, but just something to think about would be, what's your top priority? What do you need them to really focus on this year? So one of my kids, they're focusing on spelling. They're really focusing on spelling. And you know what? That's okay. And it's good to spend some time on it. Another child is learning to read this year. So it just kind of depends on where your child's at and what you know that they really need work on. Because you're their mom. You know what they need. Anyways, moving on. Goals. Write down goals for each of your children. So if that's, you want them to be able to give a presentation, so do some public speaking that they've created for a project, a history project or a presentation at your church or something like that, write it down. If you want them to learn songs to play or sing in front of people, or to do a wood carving, or whatever it is. Maybe you're in 4-H and you need to, sell your animal at fair. All of those things, because trust me, that one's scary sometimes. So write those down. And then here's the fun one. Naming your school. Now, like I said, I give this to all of my friends whenever they come over and we talk about homeschool. Every single one of them. I just did one of these today with a friend. It's essential. It really is, to just sit there and see what it is that you want to focus on, what it is that's your top priority, what are your goals. That way, when you're going through and you're buying curriculum, because we all buy curriculum and sometimes we buy too much, it makes sense to go through and say, does this meet this goal? Is it helping us reach this goal? Is it even in our top priority? Is it? Well, then is it necessary? So it's really important to have these things written down and to just be able to look back at them. So at the end of this paper, I do your final mission statement. So that can be something as simple as whatever it takes. If it means we studied this, and this, but we didn't get to something that wasn't so important, that's fine. Whatever it takes. That's a great one. Another one that I have is seek what's right. Seek what's right. And I think that is a beautiful one. So I just wanted to share, friend to friend, mama to mama, what I do with my friends if they are interested in homeschooling and where I tell them how to start. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe. I hope to see you again here, and I can't wait to build this community with you guys.